it felt like Monks Hill was the right place just because I think the relationship that we built before reinforcing the relationship that we will be having in the future, and so it was just home for us. Hi, my name is Vu Van. I'm the co-founder and CEO of ELSA.
And I'm Xavier Anguerra. I'm the co-founder and CTO of ELSA.
So we started out ELSA with the vision to help 1.5 billion language learners around the world improve their English speaking skill with the mission that we can help them unleash their full potential so that they can achieve better opportunities in their lives. I personally knew Peng way before we got the first investment from Monks Hill. So he actually was my semi-informal mentor when it just started out ELSA. He came from a background as a founder, so he gave a lot of good advice as like how you think about it, even at the beginning, where you place your team, how you find your product market fit. And after talking to a lot of other investors, it felt like Monks Hill was the right place just because I think the relationship that we built before reinforcing the relationship that we will be having in the future, and so it was just home for us. I've known the entire Monks Hill family, not just Peng, for so long, so there's way too many memories. We make Monks Hill investor part of our journey, but also part of our problem very early on. And we had a little product team sitting there, and I say, Peng, I want to solve this gamification issue. And he came with a lot of gamification experience. And at the early days, we're still trying to make the app fun and instead of like very serious. I'm like, Peng, I don't know how to do gamification. You're going to sit down. And I pulled him in. It's like, initially it's supposed to be 15 minutes, turned out to be 2.5 hours brainstorming design sprint with the team that I had there. And eventually I'm like, Peng, if this is not working, it's partly your fault, just because you are giving me the ideas for gamification. And we continue doing that later on as I work with Justin, later on when we do like B2B sales, right? I'm like, Justin, B2B sales, where do we start? And so we brought in together as a little workshop in Vietnam as well.
One day, Vu tells me about Monks Hill interested in investing in us, and that there is Peng that wanted to talk to me. So I was very impressed how technical he kept and how very good questions he made. He actually praised us for the quality of what we had built. It was a shock to say, oh, you know, how deep down Peng wants to go and can go, right? Because Peng has a very technical background. I also even recently learned that he did do some speech processing, that's our core AI, when he was a master's student. So he is generally and was generally interested in seeing what we did, how we did it, and that was great.
If you can make your investor do your work, do it. They have as much skin in the game as you have, right? We're here to solve the problem together. However you put in is however you're going to get out of it. I try to take advantage whenever I could, because I think there's one thing is that I think given that we also have a bias, we've been with Monks Hill for quite a while, it just feels like coming home to me with Monks Hill founders. And I think other founders, if you make this home, it's a safe place. I think it makes the investor-founder relationship very fun.